look cool.
You did click that button, huh?
Does this look cool?
And we live? God damn. Just like that. We in your goddamn living room. You here with another episode of About the Night, episode 47. You're rocking with the crew. Warren, Rob, Tony, Winton. Let's drive right on in. Let's see what happened, because a lot of things happen. I want to get it started with you, Mr. Rob.
What's up, man?
I like your hat, by the way. Go ahead and tell us about your hat, man. What is that?
Oh man, just came out the screen. Watching Black Panther, man. It was a great movie. Not gonna go no spoilers for y'all. Go see the shit.
Okay.
Definitely will not be a dry eye at the theater.
That's
Definitely. I will just say this: they pay respect to Chadwick. Period.
That's what's up. That's the big question about the whole movie, and that's what kind of has people wanting to go out there and see it. I know for sure I am. Got a day off, so I'm going to take my time in and get my butt in there. But a lot of crazy things happened over the weekend,
What happened? What happened with you?
A lot of things, man. It was just, I spent my weekend in the ER, A lot of things happening as far as, child health, And I hate to say it, but that RSV, is it RSV? Am I saying it right? RVS? VVS? RSV is it's a really bad children's respiratory virus, and it starts with a simple cough, then a fever, and then it can upgrade to an ear infection. So mainly for children, and the downside is if you want to obviously keep them away from other kids, your schools, daycares, right? But you still got to pay for that, and he got it from there.
Man, but that's how that shit, man. It spreads. The kids, but they resilient.
I know.
You know what I mean, they can muscle through it.
My son he has been resilient. He has bounced back. He is doing good right now.
Glad to hear you good though.
Yeah, man. Some serious stuff, but not even just that, man. Just even the most waking news, like as far as artists is continuing to die. What was that most recent one from the
Migos?
Well, no, rest in peace, Takeoff. But it was another one. It was like Backstreet Boys, Aaron Carter. Was that his name?
I know there's a rapper that died.
I did see something like that. Did he die?
Yeah. Did I get that actually right? I did, huh?
Yeah, he was on. Wow. Was he on Backstreet Boys or was he on NSYNC?
That's the part I don't really know because you get them always mixed up.
I'm not even trying to be disrespectful.
Serious.
I really don't know, but I did see something about Carter, like he
passed away.
When he died from pass away, did he get shot?
No, it wasn't.
No. This was a singer. He's like in a band, one of them boy bands back in the days.
Kind of a bad type of situation.
The white guy.
Yeah.
But
anyways,
I don't know what the cause is. Respect to the family.
We never know the situation, but in general, it's just somebody in the limelight who's continuing to pass away due to whatever the cause is. That ego or just. I don't even know. So I'm gonna stop and say what I said because I don't even know really what his passing was. But I heard that he passed. But not even
so
that.
You just brought him up.
I did because it was just one of those things that you keep hearing. You know what I mean? We just talked about Takeoff. We just had that conversation about how ego, having to create that facade of this is the life. I'm living this life. You know what I mean?
I don't think his was that though. He wasn't no. Yeah, he was I think he was the brother of the singer that was in the group. Matter of fact, I don't even think he was in the group. Yeah. He was like a singer, pop singer. He wasn't even know. So
right, I'm confused.
Don't even know what he's talking about.
Anyways, whatever. But there's just a lot though. There's a NASCAR driver. Anyways, in general.
Oh my God, it got shot again.
A lot of things that are happening. You know what I'm saying? And just I don't know. It's I guess getting
don't
older.
Don't listen to when.
It's getting older. You're realizing that these things start coming up more and more often, and it's just like, a waiting line to who's next. You know what I mean? Life in general. I'm sorry. Let me lighten the mood, bro. Somebody bring me back.
What needs to be next is what you talking about. Needs to die. Tony, how was your weekend?
To be honest, I really didn't do much. Just kind of just chill, relaxed. A lot of movement. Just trying to get things ready for the holidays. Trying to see if we can get like a little Friendsgiving going. Some of y'all down for that, but I don't think so.
Sending out the invites, man.
Right.
Hey, Thanksgiving around the corner.
Right.
We just got done celebrating Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. Man, it's been an interesting weekend. Well, Reddy, what you got for us?
Man, my weekend was I celebrated my mom. A couple of fellas came out. I appreciate you guys coming through.
Always, man.
Other than that, man, I had a bunch of family in town, so we was turning up. I actually seen Rob.
I seen Warren down in the scene, man. He showed up, popped up on the street.
Stepped
at
out.
London, man.
Yeah,
Do you have all his brothers with him and everything? Like they like squatted up?
No, he was.
Oh, okay. I was like,
no,
oh
he was-
shit.
He was booed up.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
You get that red carpet treatment. That's smooth.
I actually didn't go in. I was going by.
It was.
Yeah,
We
it
was
at the
letting
end of the
everybody
night.
out. This
Yeah.
was late. It was like 1 something.
It was late.
Yeah.
It was late.
Take your ass home.
Yo ass is home.
I got to see Rob in his natural habitat.
Right.
Rob was controlling shit.
Trying to
Right.
get people the fuck up out of here so I can go home. Nigga tired.
I'm already knowing how that be. Shit's crazy, man. Some dude just won $1 billion. Let's keep it going, man. Like, oh, not even billion. It was $2 billion. You know that's a
2 of them things.
$2 billion. You know that's like a franchise, an NFL franchise. I believe they're getting ready to sell what the Washington
Commanders.
Washington.
You don't
was
get
about
it
to say it, wasn't you? Yeah, he was.
The Washington
Yeah, he
football
was.
team.
Yeah, he can't
I
say
like
shit
that
now.
one better.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, I can't even. Somebody said that, "Hey, man, did you watch the Commander?" I was like, "Who the fuck
Look
is
at
that?" And I was like, "Oh shit, that is their name."
Right.
Sounds like a hockey team.
I know.
Do you
that
know his
shit.
name? The guy who won?
That's just. You know what it sound like?
I don't.
It sound like one of them teams in the XFL.
It does.
I was
Real
just
talk.
like-
True.
I
Real
was like,
talk.
what is this? But it's nothing but to get used to.
I don't
Probably
know.
get used to it.
It's crazy to think you don't even get like that full $2 billion. Like you're gonna obviously take the cash out amount, and when you do that, it's under the billion.
Yeah,
and
no,
then you're gonna
let's-
get taxed on that.
Oh, yeah.
like
Yeah, you're gonna get taxed.
it's
all
like
the
it
way
makes
around.
me think like because it's crazy because the lottery started as almost like a taxation ploy back in in the 1800s in like England and shit. Like they actually did that shit as like an additional tax to figure out how to tax the people again. And I almost feel like it's the same with us where it's like it's not like they make anybody do it, but for whoever wants to go do the lottery, now you get to go do it, and now the IRS gets half of all that money. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. It's like it's another tax on us. It's so crazy to me. But I mean, still, that's a lot of money he gets.
Very
You know
true.
what I mean? He's gone.
It's like the 50-50 raffles. People are
Right.
catching on. You
So
know,
let's,
some of
let's
it goes
let's
to
read
us.
the
and
article though.
some of them go to them. But in general,
Kind of read this a little bit. Powerball announced Tuesday. Winning ticket was sold in California for a world record of $2.04 billion.
yeah.
2 of them things, boy.
Too. That's crazy.
The announcement came after a lengthy delay in revealing the winning numbers. The winning numbers put these out: 10, 33, 41, 47, 56, 18, 17, 32, 41.
15.
17.
45, 47.
With a Powerball of 10, California lottery officials said on Twitter that the winning ticket was sold at a service center in L.A., community of Altadena. So I know. So the person won. I think some of the pictures I was seeing was the owner of the spot that the ticket was purchased at.
Damn, he
And
wins
he
twice.
gets
Yeah, he gets cashed
he
out.
gets
Jesus.
$1 million. He gets $1 million just
crazy.
for his shop being
Right.
the winner. So they had pictures of him, holding up the thing that he get. His store was had the winning numbers.
Man,
I
that
wonder
brings,
how much he's taxed.
Oh, it's the same. It's the
Same,
same
it's the
tax,
same
bro.
with everybody.
And based
show
on
you on
this
the
one,
site.
like if you did the numbers, they calculated for this guy, he's gonna come out after all the taxes and all that is taken out. He's gonna come out with like $998 million.
Yeah,
so
I see
right
that,
under
yeah.
$1 billion is what
Nice.
he'll get after all
Nice.
the taxes and everything. Because it, like Tony said, is you can choose the lump sum or you can choose the annuity, which goes over 29 years.
right.
So
Which
nobody
one-
wants to do that because it's not inheritable. So if you pass, it's not like it
Yeah,
goes to
that's
your
sad.
kids. So
That's
that's why it
crazy.
doesn't make sense to do the lump sum.
What's crazy is like, man, did you guys play it?
I didn't.
So I
didn't.
played it, and I try to
did.
do it, with some numbers, because here's what's crazy. Put this in perspective when it comes to the lottery. I didn't, because I'm thinking to myself, everyone says like you're more likely to get struck by lightning like 700 times or whatever the fuck it is, bro. Like I heard it put into like the most craziest perspective ever. If you were to try to guess the lottery, it's equivalent to like a dog being born, right? Because they did the math based on the fact that like it's a 1 in 302 millionth chance. So basically, a dog every minute lives 302 million minutes or something like that, and that's 9 years for the dog. You would have to guess, if that dog could only bark one time, you would have to guess when that dog in its entire 9 years would bark. You'd have to guess when. That's crazy. That's like holy fuck. Like it's completely changed.
That's your chances.
Yep.
That's crazy.
That's your chances. But I cut that shit down though. I did in the sense that like so all those numbers that just got read out. If I would have took 3 of my cards, I would have won. And I did it based on the way I do roulette. So I literally just looked at the last like 25 wins or last 26 wins, and I just did different variations. I actually had 10 and 33 on one of my cards. I actually had it. And then another one I had Powerball. I had 41, the 47, and I had the Powerball 10. So I just had to put those two together. Another one I had 56.
Fuck you, Tony.
Would have had it. But
We would have been millionaires in here.
oh, bro, we would have been in another.
Man.
I would have been like, hey, the show's going somewhere else.
Let's
but-
keep that. Let's keep that idea going right now. Let's
Right.
you know what I mean. And well, let's keep it funny, man. I don't want to keep the serious shit. I want to be silly right now. What's the first stupid purchase you making? You just won this. You just won this money. You got that 900 and something. You just won like this guy. What's your first stupid purchase that you doing? Stupid.
I know my first immediate purchase.
No, stupid. Not your first immediate. Nah, we know you gonna buy your mama house. You gonna do this. You gonna do that.
No,
How about your
it's
stupid. Shit?
It is my number one. I'm buying a country.
That's what's up.
I'm buying a country. I'm fighting against the United States, the fucking Federal Reserve. I'm buying a country.
I
What's
guess
crazy-
that part was
I'm
stupid.
I'm not surprised.
That part was
but I was
stupid.
not ready for it.
Right.
I was not ready for that.
Buying a country.
Buying a
immediately.
country. Damn, I don't think I got nothing to beat that.
I know, right? Yeah.
I was gonna say like I'm gonna buy like a golden toilet or some shit. I want to shit on some gold.
No, I think mine was, as I said, I'd probably take my boys out, to Vegas, let them blow like a couple hundred K.
Come on, man, you could be stupider than that.
That's what I'm saying. But that's just, and then make sure that they always got something to take home. Like, hey, man, go blow this real quick. You know what I mean?
See, you still trying to keep it positive, man.
It's
I want to
still-
keep it silly.
But I mean, it's stupid though, because that's technically how you go broke, ultimately, right?
I agree, but I want you something that you regret. Okay, maybe I should frame the
I
question.
have another
better.
one.
I should frame the question. The purchase that you make that you ultimately gonna regret for the rest of your life.
I have
What's
one.
what's a purchase
tough.
that you know? Because everybody in here got impulse,
Right.
so there's levels to that impulse. As far as how we interact and stuff like that. Depends on your character. But man, I'm interested to
Right.
hear.
Right.
I'm interested to hear what
Right.
stupid shit we would buy because when you got, it's hard to fuck up 900 and something $1 million. I don't care how impulsive you are. You won't go broke with that amount of money. You just couldn't. It's too much.
I would get me personally, if I was in like Vegas, I would try to cause like some shit. Like I would get a blowgun that just shoots money out and try to just cause little mini riots. Like just start shooting in places. Like just start shooting hella fucking 20s in places.
So you trying to go to jail?
Like I'm throwing money around. What? Even at the cops, I'm like, here's some hundreds, bitch. And throw it at the cops. You know what I mean? Like,
he ain't breaking no
fuck
laws.
it. Like,
He ain't breaking no laws.
You trying to be like the Joker?
yeah,
in
just
Dark,
do
in Dark Knight.
fucking crazy shit with the money. That'd be fun. Oh, just to see the stupid people. Oh my god. Like that. Yeah, I would love to.
I believe that.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I truly do.
Warren, what about you, man?
I'm
So,
baffled, man.
Stupid purchase.
I don't even know, man. Like, I need some ideas.
First thing come to mind: money in your
That
bank
sweater,
account.
money and bitches.
I know what you would do. You gonna buy all the grapevines in Lodi. I know you. You got
Some money and a whole bunch of bitches.
Have them black owned.
No, I could see Warren just like trademarking his calves.
Oh shit.
Like he purchased a trademark.
War ready, and the bulk of the R is on the
right.
ready, and that bulk of the R is the calf, and it comes down. Oh my god, yes,
Taking these calves to the big screen.
yes.
man.
Let's do that.
He gonna go to a place where you know how pregnant women get the mold. He gonna get his calves molded. He gonna have that shit he gonna put that shit in his house. It's gonna be
Oh,
on
my
display
God.
with a light on it,
That's gonna be our show mascot,
bro.
about the night mascot.
Can you go stupider than blowing some money in Vegas, man?
I don't think so, man. I mean, shit. My mindset is buy some properties, get some land. I want like an underground bunker or some shit, like some emergency, panic room. I don't know. I can't go dumb. I mean, shit. Everything we do buy is dumb, ain't it?
Okay.
Theoretically, I don't know.
You spend some wisdom right now. Are you kind of right?
You know what's fucking fucked up?
Kinda right.
Even though this nigga would win the lottery, I know he would buy some shit to soup up his Yukon more.
Oh,
Like,
that's a fact. That's a fact.
He wouldn't even buy a new one.
he wouldn't even buy a new one.
Hell no. Hell no. Nigga, y'all tripping. You straight tripping.
He was just,
Yeah, I'm straight
hey, I
up.
could just see him rolling up. He
I
said,
can do
"Hey,
some new lights.
he
I
be
do
like,
a
y'all
new,
got y'all
new
see
wrap
that new
on the
fender I
bitch.
put on that new
Yeah,
kid?
yeah. Why you playing, bro?
Nigga,
Why you playing?
Oh,
Why you
my
playing?
God. I can see
Shit.
Wynn doing that, bro. Just buy a new one.
Yeah, nah,
Buy a
hell
2000
nah.
Just buy a 2022.
I probably could, man.
It's like
but I
a
love
drawn out episode of
I
Pimp
love-
My Ride.
I
Like,
love my baby girl.
Lord Jesus.
my baby girl.
buy
Yeah,
its
you ain't
own-
gonna put no fish in the back, no fish tank, nothing like that.
But I have had some ideas like an extended tailgate. You know what I mean? Whip out the tailgate on the back, start queuing and everything. Anyways, we go wild with it, man.
turn that motherfucker black and yellow.
We go wild. But do you honestly think it's fair to getting $900 million out of $2 billion? I mean, godly. Let's not even get into the tax purposes of that. Keeping it on the
For
line.
him, yeah. For him.
I mean, for
He ain't
the
gonna-
for the winner, it's fair because it didn't cost you. It cost you a ticket, so you got to think of it. If we're gonna look at it just logically, the fairness goes out the window when it comes to that. Now, you asking, is it fair that the IRS is taking a cut in the money? They the winner.
Yeah, they're the winner. 100%.
They the winner. I think I said this before. We had the Powerball. I think then it was like 1.6
I would spend that money in one day.
billion or
one
something
day
like
gone.
that. I forget what the number was last time because this one beat it by a lot. But I was like, man, the IRS came out on top. They win it, but our road still fucked up.
Yeah. That's nothing to me.
That's
Like,
crazy.
you know what I
One
mean?
day gone.
900 million, that's nothing to me. Shit.
But like, what do you do with like
The country,
like?
you got carrier ships. You need airplanes, F-15, F-16s on there.
Do you get like
Fucking
a
bro,
special
it's
bank
already
account?
gone.
Huh?
Do you get like a special bank account? Like, how does that shit work?
He might have to spread it out.
He's got to spread it out. Yeah, you can't keep. No, hell no. Offshore accounts.
That's
You
crazy.
talking about like keeping that amount of money in?
Yeah,
Offshore.
Like, what do you do? Like, you got to put that shit in the safe.
You gotta
like,
ask people
your
like-
life from that.
you got to ask people like,
But it probably wouldn't even be
Patrick
smart of you to
Mahomes.
keep it all
Yeah,
in one
or
bank anyway.
or Zelensky.
So, like when you have that type
And
of
his
money,
offshore
you wanna
accounts.
spread it out a little
Right.
bit.
I should have said
Just
that.
in case one of these companies go under.
Right.
If something
The
happens,
hero of
you
Ukraine.
wouldn't want to do that. So you're gonna spread it out. But yeah, man, that's
people who got that actual type of money, like Patrick Mahomes, $500 million. He buys like teams. He buys franchises.
But that fool has more money than Patrick.
Well, I'm just
now
saying, in
at
general.
this moment,
in,
yeah,
in
because
general,
Patrick Mahomes don't have $900 and some million dollars
end of
in the
his
account
contract.
right now, liquid. I'm talking
Yeah,
about liquid. Like
yeah.
that's liquid money that he has access to. There's not a ton of people that have that.
Facts.
Like there's people where their net worth is a certain amount, but that's because they've invested in assets.
Right.
So they're worth that amount of money
Like
based on the
Kanye.
assets, that they own or property or IPs, things like that they own stuff that's evaluated at a certain amount. So they're worth that amount. He's damn near $1 billion liquid. Like he
Cash.
could go touch that billion. Like that's a different thing. Bro, that's a lot of
Your
responsibility.
life
dog.
changes from that moment.
Oh well,
yeah.
not just your life changes,
crazy.
everybody's life. Everybody around you changes.
Oh, I straight up told my girl kind of got irritated, but I was like, if I even know you, you're getting 10,000. Period. As long as you ain't never did no ill to me, you getting 10,000. Period. If I know you.
You
And
sound
outside
like
of that,
once again, that's that stupid shit I was talking about,
No,
right?
right? True. That's something stupid, but
Yeah.
that sounds like y'all remember that meme that was going around? The dude, I forget it's a couple, it's a white girl, black dude, and they make these meme videos. They was in the car, and she asked him the question. She said, "Would you punch me in the face for $1 billion?"
Fuck yeah.
And then he was all like, "Yes." he said, "I hit you with the." She's like, stop! You would do that? He said, "Man, if I seen the money, you'd be asleep."
if I seen the money, be asleep.
With that
He's
bus
like,
driver,
"Baby," he said, "I could buy you a whole new face. I promise." He said, "You know what, $1 billion?" He said he could be like, "Man, I used to know you. Here's 100,000." Like
Right.
he said, we could fix everything. And that's your mindset. What you taking it? You know what I mean? That's being very generous.
Speaking about that, talking about fair and obviously taking off for $1 billion, there was this video floating around on the net I saw of this lady who, kind of got up, popped the security guard in the face, and without hesitation,
Let's
wham!
White girl.
we gonna dive deep into this because this raised. you know, like I'm gonna take the words of Tony Baker. I got questions. I got questions about this. So before we gonna go into it, let's get everybody's reaction. Let's kind of tune in and watch this play out real quick. Okay, here's the girl. She walking up. Oh, slap.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, was that Dan?
Oh my God. Look at bruh. He just
look like
put his
Dan.
hand on his cheek. He looking down at her like, bitch, you know that was
She had to
wrong.
think about it for a little bit.
She was like, damn, I fucked up.
Yeah, she did.
Oh, let me go back to where I was. Let me
Let
act
me
like,
let me fix
let
my
me-
hair.
boy,
Let me
those,
fix my hair.
she's contemplating thoughts right there, boy. Oh,
Walks
no.
up, hands out, smack. She kind of got a good cock though. It was like one of those quick. Huh. She kind of got a good one though.
Damn.
She did like a, you know.
Did she connect?
Oh, she connected.
She
He
did.
hella weak for getting hit.
I mean,
he
I'm-
shouldn't have got touched by
Oh,
that.
you know what? You speaking?
Yeah,
of,
that's
Hey,
what I. That's
you
what I
speaking
said
a whole
too.
other argument
All
right
right,
there.
let's keep it going.
Oh, he hella weak for that.
He wanted to do it. That's the end of discussion.
All right, let's kill it. Let's talk.
Go ahead. Yeah,
talk that
dive
shit.
into it. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and start off with it. I mean,
What do you think? What like this your
Look,
reaction?
man.
What do you think?
all right. So I work security. Let me do. I'm gonna do. Can I do devil's advocate?
Yeah.
Can I do it? I work security. We had a guest on the show, Nicole Ayala. She would be the one to testify. I don't like putting my hands on women like that. And I
That's
know-
that shit I don't
And
like.
I understand. It's a different story of me being able to have to stop a fight, stop a female from fighting, and I'll have to grab them and get them out. It's a different story. When you're talking about forceful actions, I don't do that. So one time, yeah, sure, I let this girl keep talking. She was pressing, and I wasn't doing that. And Nicole was like, "You trying to take her down?" And I was like, nah, it's good. She really hasn't really provoked me enough. You know, even though she's talking shit and, you know, pushing up on me, she hasn't provoked me. You know what I mean?
Okay.
She does turn. She does hit me. Not just hit me on the arm. She hits me in the motherfucking face, dude. And yeah, I got angry. Did I hit her back? Nah.
No,
Did
niggas
I
be
throw
throwing-
her down to the ground?
Niggas
Yeah.
do-
Was it a body slam? No. It was a gentle lay. It was a gentle lay.
Well, but that's a circumstance. But let's play out how this went down. So let's.
Nah.
The question I got a few questions on this one. I got a few questions, and I want to get your.
I know. You
perspectives.
can already hear this
I
nigga
wanna-
over
I
here
know
boiling up
I
right
know.
here. This guy.
I want to get his.
This guy.
Sure, we know how he.
Can't
is.
wait. Look at his face.
Boy, hey, y'all need to get your popcorn ready for when this man
Real.
start talking about it.
Look at his face.
When I look at this, I'm gonna put some key things out there, and this is for you too. She wasn't robust.
Right.
Oh, I know.
Right.
Oh, I know.
She wasn't robust.
You get
Right.
a different kind of treatment.
Right.
so
You get a different
hella
kind of treatment.
stupid.
You get a different
Oh
kind of
my
can't-
God,
I
bro. Oh my God, bro.
oh my god!
Let the dog loose. Let him loose.
You unleashed.
Let him
Just
go.
playing it just for the viewers at home. If you're not seeing it, basically, if y'all didn't catch the promo, check it out. It's on there, full focused. Basically, a woman looks like she's intoxicated, had a little bit too much to drink.
Little Kimberly.
Just to set the scene, you got another security guard. He chilling, sitting on the bar stool, just like
Sipping his
man,
tea.
looking at this play out, trying to see what's gonna happen.
Didn't even help her ass up.
Nah,
Just
and
let her sit there.
she walks up, she takes a swing, makes contact with the security guard who kind of looks like Dan. Shout out to Dan. Happy birthday
Happy
to
birthday,
you, brother.
bro.
Happy birthday, Dan.
Damn. I'll tell you later.
And I'm gonna say this: she connects with him, but I'm gonna tell you this: his counter looked like it was one of them slapping competitions, boy.
bro.
She knocked the Urban Decay off this girl.
That
Damn.
bitch's soul left her body. Fuck.
It's right now.
I like
And when she sat down, she was contemplating life and her decisions.
She really was.
And dude, the security guard I was telling you that was just chilling, he's sitting there, he looking at her. Yeah, you know you fucked up, right? He was looking down at her. Now that's the play out. That's what happened, right? The key parts of the facts: she attacked him. What she did was assault. She made contact with this man. She hit him in the face. But he slapped.
He slapped the dog shit out of her, dog.
Just after seeing Black Panther, he knocked this chick into the ancestral plane. This girl went somewhere else. that we ain't been before. So I just set the tone. Now I want to let Tony.
Let the dog loose.
Go ahead, brother. Go. How
What
you
you
feeling?
doing?
How you feeling about this? Do you wrong, right?
Like
indifferent?
Like Rob said, remember, she wasn't robust.
She was not robust.
Not robust.
And that's the key part. She wasn't robust. So now I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What you doing?
You get to touch me, I get to touch you.
Oh, bro,
I'm
what
telling you
talking
right
about?
now, I don't give a damn. You gonna do some crazy shit that I'm gonna grab you and take you out how I want to grab you, where I want to grab you. What you gonna do? Slap me? Shit, I'm gonna throw you out the way I want. Oh, don't touch my waist. Don't give a fuck if I touch your waist. I get to touch your waist now. You fucking grab me and I throw him out. I've done that before. So you gonna slap me? You gonna touch me?
Okay, so you coming at it with a little bit more restraint.
Yeah.
Because he slapped the soul out this girl.
Yeah. No.
You said you just gonna grab her out, so he shouldn't have done that. He should have had a little restraint.
Now that's if I'm working. If I'm a regular person, you slap
Well,
me.
I'm saying, well, we gonna
Nah,
keep it. We gonna keep it in context.
I'll do it. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not regular. Well, it's different. If I'm a regular person, I'm gonna slap her ass hard. You know what I mean, or something else.
So
Like,
you won't slap her like
I'm gonna do some sexual assault type shit. Yeah, you gonna touch me, I'm gonna touch you. Period.
But
Thank
you
you for
ain't gonna
being
act
very
like he did
PG.
slap her in the face.
Nah. It's just like the reason why, because I'm really huge on if someone's weaker than you. I don't care if it's girl or guy. I'm not one of those guys. You hit a girl, fuck that shit. Nah, fuck you. You stupid. Look, it don't matter if you're weaker. I'm not gonna hit you. I had a dude punch me in the face one time, bro, and I just looked at him. I was like, get your soft ass paws, and I pushed him. So like, I'm not gonna fucking hit somebody that's weaker. So if it's a chick that hits me, I'm gonna push her. I'm gonna do something else. I'm not gonna fucking punch back
Restrain,
or
try
slap.
to hold her down.
And to be honest, you see that coming. He should have dodged.
Yeah,
it,
he
if
should have
anything.
dodged
or
that.
just
You
grab
said
her
it.
hand or
That's what I'm
something.
saying.
You
But
said
you know
that.
what I mean?
I can tell right now, bro. I'm just, and I'm not advocating this. I'm not saying that this was right or no. But I'm just telling you this right now. When I see this, he was. This had been building up.
That
This
nigga
was not
was ready.
This
Oh,
was
yeah.
not no situation where she just decided to walk up and slap this man. They had already been going at it. That's why bruh man's sitting there like, I'm trying to get off my shift. I'm trying to go home, and you still here, and we got to deal with you. And she at that moment took it upon herself to attack this man, and yeah, man.
So it only went down like that because she connected. You know what I mean? Like one or two things should have happened.
Okay.
Dodge.
He should have dodged it or
Right.
caught her hand.
Right.
If he catches her hand or he dodges it, he ain't putting hands on her. He's gonna restrain her, and the situation's over.
Got it.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
But when she connected, it was a done deal.
So I'm gonna ask you this: you raise up a good point, and what you just said is accurate. You know, caught her hand. I think he damn sure had the capabilities of catching her hand.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna ask this: did he allowed himself to get smacked?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I think
you can make that argument.
because I'm seeing this. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Your counter was smooth.
It was quick
It was
as
smooth
fuck.
like them handshakes at Bar West, boy.
Yeah.
It was smooth as a motherfucker. Because that shit was
That was
way
clean.
too. That shit was
That was
way.
clean,
And
man.
it
that
wasn't.
shit was
And
way
for
too-
people to watching it, it's not Dan. It looks like Dan, but it's not. But if Dan did that, I feel like Dan would do
fucking
that.
Guy.
I feel like Dan would slap like that, leaned in like that and shit.
All right.
This
So let's
fucking
ask
guy.
this question: whose slap was better, this one or Will Smith's?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm giving it to bruh man.
For real.
I'm giving it
Dog
to bruh.
piss out of
I'm
home,
giving
bro.
I'm giving it to the Dan imposter.
Goddamn.
Yep.
Like he.
Storioro.
And I don't even know. I don't
Storiolo?
even know if he looked like that. He got the
Storiolo.
haircut like that. Let me just put it out there like that.
I
And let me
know
say
this. I know disrespect because you know
And
he's
Dan
our,
would never do this.
right. It's a boss.
Not even
He's
close.
our boss. So black is beautiful. So is tan, but white is the color of the big boss man.
Well, I can tell you
what
this.
it
What we have
We get it,
definitely described as the reason why CPG is one of the best in town because we have restraint, right? Right?
Absolutely.
So if I
Right?
looked at it, I would have had restraint, and that's just how I am because I just wouldn't allow it to get to that point.
yeah.
Like I said, this situation, not to that point.
Hold on, Rob.
Not to that.
Me and you can't say that. You remember what happened at Bar West when we fucked them girls
Oh,
up?
shit. Fucked up the whole fucking slogan, man.
But it's
The whole shit.
We threw them bitches in the row.
but that's different than me giving them a
That I duking.
firm shove.
Slammed them in between trees because they're like small trees there, and they had two.
A firm shove is not a slap into another dimension. So
You did it just as hard though. Your shove was just as hard as that to that girl.
No. I can't take that credit. That dude, boy, he slapped her into the future.
Fuck, dude.
Like, and it's not even. And I say this because she is super intoxicated, super drunk. You could tell that this has been building up and
She woke now.
Oh yeah, she conscious.
Slapped the faded out of a bitch. Like, oh, no, I'm okay. I can drive.
Did, yeah. Slapped the
When
faded out of-
so he slapped the intoxication out that girl.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
All right, no, we having fun. We being silly, y'all. We being silly.
It's all fun and jokes.
But at the same time, I'm looking at this situation and just to be serious for a second, because I like being silly right now. But I'm gonna be serious. I'm a proponent of keeping your motherfucking hands to yourself.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't care if you a man, you a woman, you gay,
Robust,
trans,
non-robust.
It doesn't matter. Keep your motherfucking hands to yourself. And I think that more people should be teaching that, because I think today more than ever has been this one-sided thing where men have to show restraint. The woman can cut up. I saw a video, since we talking about it. There was a video someone was recording. I think it was in a Dollar Tree or something like that. And I think the woman, she was a robust woman. And
Thick bone.
and the dude was super thin. He was taller than her, but he was thin. She definitely outweighed this man. And she is dragging this grown man through Dollar Tree. Like dragging this dude.
Through which aisles?
Just, bro, through a couple of them. Through a couple aisles.
Oh, don't
To
do
the
the arts
point
and
where
crafts.
they are physically fighting. They are
crazy.
physically fighting. He is not swinging. He is not doing nothing
Okay.
to her until they get to the very end. Now, this person who's recording is recording the whole time, right? As soon as he starts to fight back, now everybody want to jump on, bro. Where was y'all at when she was dragging him for at least like 2 or 3 minutes through this store? Y'all didn't feel like y'all need to jump in to
Like it's
to
okay.
prevent the situation.
Right.
And so that's how I look. I think society looks at that too. And I agree. We do need to protect women because, obviously they're not stronger than we are. We are stronger. We're built stronger. At the end of the day, to me, I don't think that needs to play into how you act, your decorum, how your actual behavior. That doesn't make an excuse for that. You should be acting like that. In her case, in this girl, she obviously was way too intoxicated, doing way too much, and that security guard got fed up. Whether he went too far, me personally, I wouldn't have done it like he did it. Like that wouldn't have been me. No. But I can't sit here and be like, oh, he's Satan and she's an angel. No, there's accountability here.
Right.
She did what she did. She decided to get drunk. She decided to get stupid. Decided to annoy and get in the face of a security guard who probably had enough of her shit.
Yep.
And then she attacked him. You attacked him, and then you got, you got that slizzard slap.
You get grabbed by your titty and thrown out.
This guy, there it goes, right there. I knew it was coming.
Grab your titty, throw you out.
I gave him kudos earlier. I said he kept it PG
Yeah.
for as long as he could.
You can't be just throwing women out through
Grab by your titty and throw it out. And she
Nigga
goes,
just
you
took
grab
it
my
to
titty. What? You slap me.
PG-13.
What you gonna do? Call the cops? What they gonna say?
That's fucked up.
What they gonna say?
You gonna
What?
give somebody a purple nurple and
Right.
throw them out?
Bitch.
Chip
You just see
side.
Tony just like this.
Tony's
Yeah,
the
just get a good
groping-
grab and throw her out.
He's the groping guard.
Stupid.
And then she'll be like, I don't. What's he? And then, yeah. You like how that black man touched that? Yeah.
He almost popped my titty on the way out. Anyway, speaking about security, man, let's keep it on that assault aspect. I did see a few big motherfuckers my size.
Hey, you know
big
what?
motherfuckers.
This fight right here,
Yeah. At a bar brawl.
man. I'm gonna say this. I liked it.
I liked
Yeah?
it too. I liked it.
liked
When
it.
it looked like it was outside of Bar West, doesn't it not?
It-
Did that
you
not
know-
look like it's outside of Bar
You
West?
can't be saying names on the show in association.
Nigga,
man.
that
It's
looks
not
like
good.
Bar West. Look at that.
It has a familiar look.
They somewhere else. They not even in Cali. I don't think.
Absolutely not.
Ooh, good fight.
Damn,
Good
they
hits.
throwing him. They
Bro,
throwing him.
chunk 'em.
Homies down on the ground. Look
Everybody
how he
get it.
got
Look
up.
at
He
it.
got up like a backwards noodle. You see
Look
that?
at it. Everybody
It
getting
was like
in
a backwards noodle thing
Get up.
going on right there.
Is he throwing gang signs now?
I
Hold
can't tell who security is though.
No, they let it go. They let it go.
No,
we were
'cause
too.
They
we were just like,
flashing the light on them and stuff.
And
They're
that stopped
not
him though.
really getting in it though.
That stopped them. They stopped. They cool.
I'm a man.
They was throwing them though, right
was.
there, man. They was throwing them. Like I said, homie got up like a backwards noodle. He had a push up off his knees.
Drop or
Watch homie in the Knicks jersey. He just went down, right?
This shit's hella funny.
He just went down, right? Look. Watch him. Watch how he get up in a second. He backwards, look, little reverse noodle type. Wow, throwing him from the shoulders as you.
Damn,
would
that
say,
nigga look like he's dressed
look,
like
backwards noodle. You see the?
You see the you see the nigga in the white look like Kale.
The nigga in the yellow was blocking.
oh, he got dropped.
He did.
He like, ooh, my chin.
You talking about Warren's cousin?
Yeah, he dressed like Kale. You know,
Which one?
I don't see the
the
hat.
nigga with the hat and the
I don't
dress.
see
You know how
the
Kale
hat.
be doing with the hat.
I'll be honest, man. Let's go around the horn on this one, man. What grade?
Right there, homie. Woof.
What grade you giving security?
That nigga ain't doing shit but this nigga. Oh, go dance this time. Go flash your light. Flash the light. Look, that's all he doing is flashing the light. But,
Nigga, you would do the same.
but nah, honestly, if it's just me, it's kind of hard.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
it's just him.
So I'll give him that in the aspect. It's in the
what's the
grade.
grade?
F.
Of course. Of course. Of course.
Yeah.
F. Somebody got to step in at
You
least
know what?
a 10.
I'll give him a C.
Yeah, there
I'll
was
give
no
him a
security
C.
up in there.
I'll give him a C for being able to have the fight happen outside
it was
of the
outside.
club
It was outside
instead
already.
of inside.
That's in
probably-
front of the club.
I give him an A.
It's still a C.
I give him an A.
I give him
Probably
a
didn't see
C.
security
Give him an
because
A.
he wasn't filming it.
So hold on. So what would be an A to y'all? What would y'all do? What would be an A?
That's where you get your team in there to stop everything.
I wanted to know what the grade was.
Y'all would have jumped in that by yourself.
Bro, if we
your
had
question.
enough of us,
No,
yeah.
wait a minute.
Yeah, if there's a few of us, yeah.
I like your question, Tony. Keep going.
Keep going. Keep going, though.
Not one guard. One
Keep
guard.
going.
I'm not. One
I'm
guard
being
is not gonna
honest
jump in
here.
there.
Me as a one guard, I'm not gonna jump in a group of fucking
Come on,
8
that's-
people
I
fighting.
got
Yeah,
you.
no,
I got you.
Agreed.
I
I'm
got
gonna do
you.
that.
It would
But
not
if
be
it's-
smart for you to do that.
Right.
Yeah. Unless it was personal, then yeah. But no, it's not. So
But if there's 5 of us, yeah.
no, even if there's 5 of us,
You don't think so?
it's outside of our area.
That's in front of
No,
the club.
that's in front of the venue.
Okay, so if it's in front of it, it would
That
be
is in front.
okay.
That's
Real
right in
quick,
front.
real quick.
That's
If
like
he-
right
if
out the
he
front
flashing
door.
his lights.
My balls felt like they got tickled. It's a little turn on. Yes, let's do it. Let's run it. Yes, I would want that.
Oh, shit.
But
we
that's
just
it.
got this really
But that's
excited.
it. We push them the fuck out. Come back in if you want. But we push them the fuck out. But come back in if you want to. Come back in if you want to.
I do think that this, wherever this was, whatever bar, whatever nightclub, lounge, whatever this was, I do think they lacked security presence. So the guard that I did see that was flashing the light, it's hard to tell that dude to jump in the middle of
8
look like
motherfuckers.
8,
Yeah.
9 dudes swinging,
Right, right.
and they all bigger than the security guard from what I could tell, or at least about the same size. So it's like it's not smart, and they in the middle of the swinging. It ain't arguing, it ain't posturing, it ain't none of that. They already throwing from the shoulder from
Rob,
jump.
we got to take it all back though. You know that time with I know it was, bro. We counted them. It was 19 women that came out of fucking the Who Q.
No,
Can't
but
say
I know,
names.
but I dealt with that situation.
And we jumped in the middle of it. We jumped in the middle
I
of that.
remember that situation that happened
And it was
at
outside.
at one of the same venues, and it was
Right.
damn near 30 dudes.
With the police there and everything.
It's
And the police couldn't stop them.
Yeah.
Numbers matter.
do.
Numbers matter.
They do.
And so when it comes down to the grade, I feel like the guard that we did see is like, man, that's the best thing you can do, because what you gonna do
Yeah.
at that point? your main job at that point is trying to get more people there to get people to disperse.
Protect the patrons.
That's
That's
it.
what we do.
Like keep people inside,
Yeah.
keep people out of it, that type of thing. Get everybody that's in the way kind of, get, because they at this point there's no more de-escalating. It's already gotten to that point.
Right.
Our job is to make sure that it don't get to there. Like when
Right.
we see the argument going on, but like, hey man, y'all need to chill out. Y'all need to go on either side of the club, or y'all both getting thrown out. That's usually how we roll.
Right.
So this situation, bro, there is no more conversation. There is none.
Right.
They already doing
Right.
it. So
It's
what you
already
gonna do?
going.
You gonna jump in? Because you know what happens when you jump in. Somebody on one side or the other is gonna think you
a part
helping
of
the
it.
other person.
Right. You gonna get hit.
They gonna think you helping that other person. Wrong or right? And I'll
Mm-hmm.
be honest with you. If I was that person on the outside, I would too.
Mm-hmm.
I like if you was grabbing my dude that was fighting one guy and pulling him off. Because you know what happens when two dudes fight and someone tries to pull someone off? They become restrained, and now they open to getting hit.
True.
We
Very
see
true.
that shit all the time.
All day,
When
every
somebody's
day.
trying to hold someone, and then that. So if y'all two fighting, and then let's say I grab Tony, I'm probably gonna grab him by the arm. Now he got one less.
You want to
arm
grab? You want to grab the stronger person? So yes. There you go.
And then that gives Winton the free reign to swing on you, and you can't protect yourself. So like that happens all the time. So in this situation, I'm not gonna throw a whole bunch of dirt on dude. But I will say this: hey man, they was getting their energy out.
Oh yeah,
they was getting their energy
Oh,
out.
yeah.
Whatever it was enough. It was enough for them to be swinging like that. So.
I will retract my statement because, you know, it was 8 dudes. Even usually when we worked, it was like, you know, 5, 6 of us at sometimes. 5 or 6 of us, you know. And I know that we can handle our own, but the other ones, you know, sometimes they weren't, you know. Hey, you right there.
It depends. If we can throw punches.
But it takes me back to what happened.
Now.
I've twice fought 5 guys at once. So
No, I feel you.
Yes.
I feel you.
Shit.
It takes me back to when that whole cop situation happened, and I'm out there with them, and these motherfuckers is, you know, deep, like 30 deep, trying to get after one dude and jump this dude, and here we are. You know, he in the back of a squad car. The police are outside of the squad car trying to keep these group from coming into the squad car. On the other hand, on the opposite side of the squad car, motherfuckers is open the door trying to attack him in the back of the squad car. Like, I've been there in those situations.
It's crazy to see that they're in the squad car, meaning
Yes.
the cops.
Yes.
And they're not stopping for cops.
They're not.
That's
they
the
don't
crazy
care.
Oh no, they was on some nut shit.
It was a
I'm
whole
glad I
tangent.
wasn't there. I'm just glad
they
because
was
I would have started elbowing, grabbing
They
niggas,
wanted-
sneaking them
they-
into the bathroom. To,
They wanted,
oh
bro.
my god, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
They wanted him.
I don't even know what
100%.
really happened, and yeah,
Them
whatever.
situations is tough.
Because when y'all told me what they said, if y'all want to do it, we'll fuck you up too. I'd have been like, oh shit.
So that
that's
did
it, nigga.
happen.
That's
so that's
it,
the
nigga.
thing, though. So that's the thing.
That's it.
That did go down, but just I think what ended up happening is we took a stance like, no, you're not getting in this bathroom.
Right.
Yeah.
You're not about to get to this dude.
I'm like, run it, make
and
my
I think-
night.
And I think
Make
we
my
just had
night.
that position, and I also
Oh,
think
my God,
there
make my
was
night.
some people in that was cooler heads prevailed in that situation.
To explain what was happening.
And that kind of knew us, that was familiar with us, you know, being there a lot, being frequent, and I think they made the wise decision at that moment. They didn't make that decision downstairs at the place, but in this situation, like I said, I ain't gonna put everything on dude. Like I said, hey, grown men chunking it.
Usually in California, you would think guns would be pulled.
Right.
Something like that happened. Like,
Yeah,
I'm surprised
yeah.
in your
That's-
guys' situation.
and that's why I say
no
I-
guns was pulled.
Yeah, but I'm glad.
Yeah,
in this,
decent
and I
human
don't-
beings.
I don't
Decent.
Know, I don't know this situation
fuck?
all the way through. I don't know the ending. I don't know if someone did go to the trunk or not. But I can say this: if they didn't, commend y'all. Y'all
was a
got
great
your
night.
energy out.
Right.
Great night.
Yeah, like something that you couldn't resolve with words. It was
Right.
like, hey man, you got to see me, and so they threw it down.
Right. That's the way
Hey,
it should
you
be,
gotta-
though.
Everybody took some licks. I'll be honest with
It
you.
should be
when I
that
watched
way.
this.
Yeah.
That's why I thought this was so impressive. Everybody got hit.
Right.
There was not a person that
Right.
did not get unscathed. Every person got punched in the face.
Somebody
so
got
you can't
some.
come out and say, "Oh, I knocked everybody out, didn't get hit." No, everybody that I saw that was in there
Right.
took a hit.
Was swinging.
So that means it was something.
It was a good. I think that's a good night.
It was
That's
a good one.
That's a good night.
That
you
was
know,
a
with
good
your
one.
boys swinging, regardless
Hey,
if you got
y'all
a
go
knot
your
on your
separate
head or
ways.
not.
Go your
Yeah.
separate ways. Y'all got your issue
You
off.
got to see me
Call
safely.
It, right. Yeah, man. Call it a night. Shit, get that knot and you out. You know what I mean?
Oh, get that knot before hollow tip hour come out.
Crazy
Go
part is
on.
all the gun shit happening and niggas is really starting to get crazy and active for no fucking reason. No fucking reason.
Oh, it's a reason. It's just a stupid one.
Nah, nigga, I seen some niggas at the gym hooping and niggas just talking shit and then somebody quietly walks off to the sideline and puts it in his pocket and go back out there. Now, don't get me wrong, did he pull it? No, but what you gotta do all that for? Niggas talking shit?
No, where were you?
No, this was just at a gym. I just,
What'd you just say? He was a nigga.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
I did say that?
Yeah, he's a nigga.
But
Shit.
so wait a minute. So you had a gym where they hooping.
What's worse than one nigga?
Some
2 of them. Shit.
nigga sound like a plantation owner.
Nah, this is something I saw. As far as
Yeah,
somebody
you sound
arguing
like Kevin
at
Gates.
the gym, they were playing basketball.
So it's a hoop.
They was
game.
hooping, talking
And
shit.
somebody had it on.
Walked to the sideline, went to the
Not
cocked
off,
it, put it in his
Man,
pocket, and
Not off no game.
Expect
You
that
ain't
shit
getting
from
paid.
a
That's
nigga,
what I'm
brother.
talking about, though,
Stupid.
man.
You ain't getting paid for shit.
That's the shit
Right.
I'm talking
Stupid.
about.
Stupid.
But
stupid,
that was
stupid.
my point last week. It's like a lot of dudes is taking a lot of these chances, shit like that, just for somebody to say that they real. These niggas will literally they think about this in their head. Dudes will think like, oh, bro, if I do this, man, they gonna really think I'm real. And you ask anybody that's been locked up for any significant amount of time and see if they actually still feel that way. Would they give a fuck about being real? You ask anybody that was ever popular in college or high school and see what that got them. Most of the time, it don't equate to shit.
True, man.
Like so. At the end of the day, you proving this for who?
Yeah, you
Like
know.
to me, a lot of times that's like that's small dick energy.
Very
Like you
small
over
dick.
like you over here posturing and doing that shit just to show off to somebody else. You trying to prove to yourself that you keep lying about when you look yourself in the mirror.
Oh,
That's
crazy.
that's how I feel when I see those type of things. Now, I'm not advocating and saying that you ain't gonna pull it, but that's the scary part. You are stupid enough to pull it.
True. If you
These
really
dudes,
care.
they really gonna pull that trigger on you for something dumb, and they don't realize what they're throwing away. And that's the sad part. That's what's dangerous out here right now. Is you got a lot of people out here that really ain't thinking about the decisions and not thinking about the consequences that come with it. And there's a whole lot of wise people that didn't gotten killed over a fool.
Over some stupid shit.
You know what I mean?
Speaking of which, you were talking about, like what was it? Most popular people in high school. What are they really doing? Why are they really doing it for? To be real, or more so of an influencer is with how they feel. Maybe being that influence to people, whether it be in the street or, in the limelight, as far as influencing people in the right way. Recently in the news. You're gonna hate me if I say it wrong, but Nikita was obviously placed in jail for hear me out. For the reasoning being is technically indecent exposure at a hotel pool.
But also assault on
The
security.
assault came.
On security and cops.
So ultimately what happened is just to, set the bearings right. Basically, she was approached by staff at the hotel because she was, and I'm saying it right, she slash
That's a nigga.
they, okay. She was walking naked in the pool. Which, for one, I want to ask, for you to be
She had a
a
surgery?
tranny, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. For you to be a tranny, I think that's them trying to show confidence, but definitely in the wrong way. Because
That part, like, that could have been.
That's her?
That could have been
Or they?
That could have been a straight woman or a heterosexual woman
And
doing the same thing. And it
same
could have been-
situation.
So I don't want to say that we can't put that out there in the ether that the reason why she got taking her clothes off is because she was transgender. That's not.
No,
Based
I
on
think
everything, I
it's a
don't see-
confidence in their skin type thing.
I don't see that that's the reason why. Which
Okay.
based on if we looking at what just happened, let's read the article real
So
quick.
that's a man.
yeah, that's
That's crazy. Yeah.
Damn, the world we live.
identifies
Right.
as a woman.
Oh, any one of us.
The world we live in today.
She would walked up to you, kiss you in the lips. You'd have kissed her back.
So influencer
Right.
Nikita Dragon, can't pronounce the last name.
That
Maybe
sounds
I got
good.
it right. Sorry if I butchered it. Was released from jail in Miami on Wednesday, according to a representative in Miami-Dade County Criminal
$2,000
Justice
bill.
Records. 26-year-old was arrested Monday at a hotel and charged with felony assault of a police officer. Dragon, who is a transgender, is well known online for content about her transition, beauty, and style. She has 27 million followers across YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. It's a hell of a following.
That's hell. Yeah.
Dragon's representative said that she was placed in a men's unit while in the Turner Gulford Knight Correctional Center in Miami. The situation with Nikita, who is legally female, being placed in a men's unit of a Florida jail is extremely disturbing and dangerous. That's an interesting decision. This decision made by Miami-Dade County Corrections Department directly violates their protocol, which mandates that transgender inmates are classified and housed based on safety needs and gender identity. Nikita has been released and is now safe. Thank you for respecting her privacy during this time. Let me play the video because we actually have a video with her Zoom call with the judge.
Oh, okay.
So let's play that out real quick.
Oh, that's right. They wouldn't. The hotel didn't even want her back in there to get her personal belongings. They were kind of fighting over that. So my thing is, she almost looks like she's smiling, and then she looks like she's in agony. I mean, that's what she wants to be identified as. I'm sorry. Am I supposed? You want me to be? You know, what am I supposed to say?
Well, I'm a call.
Respecting her boundaries. That's what she identifies as. That's almost like saying, hey, Warren, do you identify as black, or do you identify as African American?
The fuck, nigga, I ain't never been.
They're the same thing. They're the same thing, right? I know, I get it, but I am just using that as an example. Would you prefer?
No, I mean that's two of the same thing. Male and female is two different.
Right. Okay, but
This was a born male.
I mean, I could say something
Beach
different,
nigga.
but I'm just saying.
I'm not from Africa.
In the
nigga.
content, if you want to be considered, just I'm black.
I mean,
Okay.
I feel like it'd be more offensive to be like, oh, hey, Warren, he's an African American.
Hi, friend.
I don't find that offensive. You find that offensive?
No,
I
but
find
feel-
you
I feel-
offensive
I
for
feel
finding
like-
me
I
offensive.
feel like if you have to go that far into the definition of my background, why are you thinking that that much into it? Anyways, I guess that's off topic, but I'm just saying
So basically, I mean,
it's she is a she.
That's how that's what she
man, I'm
she
trying to be
identifies
nice.
as
I'm
that, and I don't have no issue with that.
See if it tastes the
what
same.
she identifies as, but I'm more concerned with the situation, the fact that I think this raises an interesting question or many questions in regards to how they handled the situation. We kind of being silly here and everything, but at the same time, it's like this is what I talk about when you open up the door, and you got a situation right now where this person. That motherfucker crack.
Hey, nigga.
Here's Johnny. So basically, you got this situation where she was born male, transitioned, become a female, identifies as a woman, yet they put her in a male unit.
Why?
How you feel about it though? Right?
Why though? Like, how do you put her?
So-
Like, was the surgery
Hold on.
done?
It was a surgery done?
Was the surgery done?
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I consider that female at that
Yeah.
point.
she was
I don't know.
fully transitioned.
So how could you put her in the male cell if you
what I
didn't
know,
see the
if,
giggles?
hey,
and-
fact checkers out there,
True.
if I'm
Okay,
wrong, I'm wrong.
you're right.
But from what I've read and what I've kind of researched, I felt that's what it is. But that's how
Fuck the
I
fact
identified, and
checkers.
I think that
Fucking bitches.
I don't know, man. This is an important question because I think you're gonna run into more situations like this, and I think the situations have already happened like this. There's been situations where people have been incarcerated, they've been put in jail with women, and they got a penis.
Well, when you're incarcerated, why do you not put men and women together?
because there'd be a lot of
Been a whole
fucking.
lot of fucking.
She shouldn't have been in there with a man because regardless, if you don't have the peace, like you said, she should be with other people.
I hear what he's saying, and that's what makes me question if they put him in the men's detained section because she still has everything. But if she still has everything, you wouldn't be naked walking around in a pool
So she doesn't.
with your giggle stick out.
We can assume.
We know that.
We can safely assume.
But I feel like that we're assuming that based on what I read. I feel like
I think
that-
if you
that's
chop it
what
off, that's
is.
commitment. You should get a grade A for being
don't
around.
think so.
And then you
I
would
don't
think
think
that it
so.
was a
Ooh, Warren.
Wait a
commendable.
minute. I want to hear
Warren.
this.
I wanna hear
Warren.
Warren.
Warren, go ahead. So just to talk about it, you believe that it was right for them to put her in
Yeah,
the male.
because she or they or whatever, she still possesses man strength. You know what
No,
I'm
they
saying?
don't. Once they go through the hormonal changes, they don't.
I mean, that's if she was on
Wow.
on the hormones.
It might be reduced,
No.
but do they lose it
Bro,
all?
even regardless, you could tell it's gone. Like you could
I
see
mean,
it.
you can hear his voice. His voice is still kind of deep.
I don't. If you did a test, it'd be below 100.
No, dude. I mean, we could go back. His voice was deep.
Y'all niggas got a science to this shit, huh?
There is. There's a
But you have an interesting point, Warren. Like, so you believe that they was right in putting her in the men's unit?
I mean, I think so because I mean, you don't know the type of strength they have. You know what I'm saying?
No, she don't.
Like if she still possesses man strength, like that's a problem.
How is it a problem, man? They're big, robust bitches out there. Oh shit! Don't say bitches. I'm sorry.
No,
There's
keep going,
robust
keep going.
women out there,
Right.
right?
You know what they call it?
That means just an equal
They the
playing
pod-
field.
They the pod boss.
Yeah, that's true.
When you more robust you are, the more pod boss qualified you are. I'm gonna say this. When I read the article and what their protocol is, they basically what they decided to do in this situation was against their own protocol. Like their protocol, as I read, is that they're supposed to be in where the most safe environment that they're supposed to be in regards to that. So in these situations, she shouldn't have been in there, because you got to look at it from that point. You got to look at it from another perspective. Imagine, like, think of it from this perspective. You Miami-Dade County, you opening yourself up to a lawsuit. I feel like this person is no different than when you arrest a high-end celebrity. Lil Wayne was not in General Pop when he went to Rikers Island
Martha Stewart.
because of the risk, the lawsuit that you would get if something happens to that man in jail. The same thing with her. I feel like if something would have happened to her, whether it be grape, whether it be some type of situation, assault,
Grape?
yeah,
Let me
any,
ask you-
any, si-
I'ma
any
grape
situation
you.
like that, any type of assault, you would be opened up to the biggest lawsuit ever. And I think they dropped the ball on this. I
But
think they
wouldn't
fucked
she
up.
be the happiest person in the world, right?
To what?
In a jail cell full of men? Isn't that the whole reason why you did
you
that?
You can't dehumanize them by
No,
saying that.
no,
though.
no. I
Like,
wouldn't.
Is
I
that
wouldn't say
dehumanizing
that.
people
Yeah.
by
No,
saying that?
because you're then.
You made this huge transformation because you identify as a female,
They feel that way.
and you should be attracted to.
Males. Here's the thing. She not nigga. I could be
Oh,
I could
okay,
be
'cause
I
it
could
could
be in a
just be
jail
a
cell
whole-
with hella
okay.
ugly ass bitches. I'd be like, I don't want them on my dick. That's a clean big dick, bitch. No, get off it. You know, like no. Period. You ain't getting on this shit. You ain't lucky enough. Fuck that.
This guy right here.
Period. Like, that's why I say, man. Like she didn't.
Sometimes, man, his comments, boy.
I know,
I don't be
right?
ready for him. I should be ready
Chill,
by
man.
now.
Shit.
By now, I should be ready.
Shit.
But then-
Nah, you
But,
never.
but every day,
Shit.
this nigga surprises me.
Surprising me every damn day. It's a segment. Tony
yeah.
segment.
Yeah, man. I feel like I said, bro. I think they dropped the ball, man.
I mean, it's sad, and
But it does open up those questions. Like I said, like you got these situations. Let's flip it around. And I even posed this same question. What if I'm a man? I get pulled over and I get arrested, and I say, no. They go, oh, we take you down to Sac County with the dude. No, man, I identify as a female.
Rob Coates is a female.
I need to go in that. So
Okay.
What
Oh,
is
shit.
Okay.
What does that
so,
look like?
So you
Oh
think
shit,
these-
Like
nigga.
the ones that plead insanity. Keep going. I like where you're going
what
with
I'm
this.
saying is
yeah.
that these type of situations, these scenarios that happen, they open up the door because the reason why it opens up the door is because usually lawyers get involved. They get involved in these situations, and they start winning these cases, and they start getting certain verdicts, right?
Hold on.
that
What you
set-
laughing at,
that-
nigga? I think you about to die for some reason. What's
Because
going on?
Rob is a girl, bro. Like, what the hell you want to do? I just can't.
This nigga right here. See, I thought I'm not ready for this man.
Oh my God, bro! I can't imagine Rob as a guy.
Yeah, what you gonna do? Got the hair-
Bitch ass nigga.
Whitney was stupid.
I'm trying to
I'm
understand.
glad. I'm glad that you can't picture me as a woman. I'm glad. I'm happy. That's a
Trying to
good thing.
understand my guy.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. But
Oh,
I
my
just
God.
like I was. I mean, just being serious for a moment. That does open up some of those doors. That it when these verdicts get cast in these situations based on lawyers going back and forth, you have these situations that pop up and they set precedent for future situations to happen. And those situations that arise, they have to fall back on what those past verdicts were.
Warren's
Right,
not
right.
inclusive. He's not inclusive.
I hear what you're
I
saying.
hear what
Actually,
Warren's saying. Like,
Warren's like, nah.
So is your? Let me ask this: Is yours? Are you looking more out? So is your position more?
You have a
the
phobia.
fact that,
You have a phobia.
That your concern is for the safety of the females.
Yeah, I think you have to look at it from both angles. Because just like you said, like, if there's a lawsuit, if there's an assault, like, what if she assaults somebody?
And the female.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it could go both ways, but I think, like, with this type of thing, you got to keep it black and white. You know what I mean? Like, they can't. I mean, if she identifies as female,
What's she gonna fuck him with?
you
It's
can't,
chopped off.
You can't. I don't think you put them with the females or the.
Well,
men.
I don't even think he's looking at it from that way. I think he's looking at it from a strength perspective.
Strumpf.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at it as.
But
'Cause,
nigga,
I
I'm
mean,
telling you right now, she don't got the strumpf.
I mean, you
can
don't.
see it.
You don't know. I mean,
I
you
can
don't
see
know
it.
what she working with.
I can see it. There's no strumpf. No strumpf in there.
How can you tell?
how you
Tony?
spell that? Spell
Nigga,
that.
I'm
Spell that.
not
for
gonna
him.
strumpf.
Strumpf.
When I'm talking about strumpf, nigga,
Strumpf.
STR.
Shut up. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, like I'm gonna say, like this, I've actually become somewhat of an expert. I'm about to say some extremely personal shit.
Oh,
but
shit.
like,
Here we
dude,
go.
I have steroids I have to take because of the fact that I have the actual like levels of a female when it comes to testosterone. So yes, a lot of males do. And they don't talk about that shit.
You just talking about low T.
Yeah, low testosterone.
Got it.
And bro, like I can tell, like I talked to my doctor about that, and like he even brought up like when trannies stuff like that, because I asked him about that. I was like, do you have like trannies that come in here? And he told me like straight up, like, yeah, sometimes I do. They go through a hormonal process, and you can tell. But typically the ones that get it like chopped off, they already go through the hormonal process before that. So if she did that, which obviously she did because she ran around naked, yeah, she already went through that process. Her testosterone levels are under 65. Which are typical female levels when it comes to testosterone. A male level is like 400 up.
Right.
Like it's crazy. I'm like at 12. Like I'm way below.
Oh, so
It's crazy.
you got something to tell us then?
No, it's just no. The testosterone levels will boost it up. Right. Testosterone levels boost it up. I mean, we can go in the weight room and see who's gonna push some more weight, and then the other nigga, I hope you can beat me.
You might arm wrestle Nikita, and she might beat you.
But
boy.
but 100%, man. Like you can tell, like when it comes to this, when it comes to like the whole like, do they have the testosterone levels? Do they not? They like you could tell she doesn't. Like they're gone. The hormonal changes are easy. It's easy to do that shit.
So you agree kind of where they should have had her in the female.
yeah, they should have her in female, 100%. Testosterone levels are low.
I'm looking at the situation and I think
Maybe
it even goes against their own policy based on what we read. Their policy was not followed.
Maybe Congress.
I look at that. Like
Maybe-
they should have put her in the female.
Maybe Congress should put something in there that says if you do have someone who has transitioned, they should do a blood test right there and then, because they can test for the same day. They can literally give you the test same day, so they can do that.
Well, technically, legally, she identifies as. I mean, how does that even make sense? Legally, she identifies as a female. Like,
I'm. Man, this question is just so hard because it's almost like, where do you draw the line?
Yeah,
true.
But I'll say this just for me. This is just for me, and this is not behind any super research or science. This is just how I feel about it. I believe
Straight up.
if you alter your genitals, you alter your sexual reproductive organs to transition to whichever
That's a
gender
big
you are
step.
transitioning
That's a
into.
big step.
To me, once you have done that, you need to be in whatever facility or treated in the way of whatever you transitioned into.
Yeah.
Because you've made a huge, as Tony just said it, you made a huge step in a commitment. They ain't nothing more committed than chopping your dick off. I don't give a damn.
So let's take.
I don't care what you say.
The
That's a commitment.
Let's take.
That's more committed than all these marriages.
Let's take Chovy.
damn.
Let's say he cut his dick off. He wanted to be a
God
woman.
damn. I
You
just
gon-
seen that
you-
nigga brother,
Bro.
man.
You gonna put him with women?
Here's the thing. You know what's crazy about
Man,
that?
that's a good question.
I know, right? That is a.
No, you know what's crazy about that?
Hey, you got
No.
to go, Miss Ho.
Your scrotum. No. Your actual scrotum has a lot to do with your testosterone levels.
go.
If that happened, did you know that naturally he would lose
Right.
his testosterone naturally?
Yeah.
If
But
he
are you
did chop it
still
off?
putting him with women? His hands is
After a month or
his-
two, blood
but
test him.
His
After a month or
hands
two.
are not going to shrink though, Tony. He still gonna have big ass hands. He still gonna have big.
He's
ass
gonna
hands.
big ass
but
purdy
at
hands.
this-
You know what
but-
I'm saying?
He's gonna be like any robust bitch.
So
No,
yeah, and that's my point too.
He's
It's like
bigger
what do
than
you,
a robot.
so what are you gonna do? Because you're gonna put understood if we're looking at
RSVs.
anyone that's with a certain size
Right.
is going to have an advantage over the inmates. That's no different than if you had someone that was a big woman, heterosexual woman, in there.
Yeah.
They're gonna have more strength because they got
Big
more body
bitch.
fat, more body mass.
True.
So they're gonna be stronger and probably be the
Shit,
pod
hell
boss.
yeah,
But
man.
it's
Baby
still-
D.
it's
Think of
still
Baby D.
different.
She used to work security for Wakanda.
It's still different if she was born woman though.
No, I,
You know what I
agree.
mean?
I agree with the strength, but at the same time, there is gonna be consequences to if they abuse that strength. So if that person, like, using if Chovy transition, if he went in
Chovy,
there
bro.
and he started
My nigga Chovy.
inflicting his will on people, then he gonna get put in the hole.
He's like, "What's up with you, Brody?" Oh my God, bro.
Hey, who you
Bro,
you got though?
You took it too
Who
far.
you got? Nikita or Baby D? Who you got in the fight?
Who's Baby D?
Baby
Who
D
are
from,
these people?
from next Friday? Baby D? Next Friday. Come on, man. The
I'm
baby
going
sister
Baby D.
that bigger than the bigger sister? Baby sister
Baby D from next Friday.
from next Friday. Baby
remember that?
D.
The
I
one
forgot.
When
the
this
one-
nigga running around the car, he's chasing what's
Yeah, he
Show me
tricked
images of
her
Baby
with
D.
the commissary cookie.
yeah, come on, Baby D. You know fresh cookie.
Yeah.
Fresh cookie right
remember
here. Come on, how y'all be educated? You an African American over there, huh?
Oh, okay. I know you guys talking about.
I ain't know no Baby D.
Oh man,
Ooh, that's a big bitch.
I'm gonna take her.
Right.
I'm gonna take Baby D.
That's what I'm saying. Over
Take Baby
Nikita.
D.
Over Nikita. Who you
Because
got?
I feel like I said, man, I'm basing this off of just what I've researched, just based on this situation, just what I've read. The mannerisms and all the qualities like that are female based, and I feel like that would have been the natural progression to put them in a female unit. I do think it gets a little bit more complicated based on how you identify. I think this is a little bit different. They have literally gone through the transition.
Right.
They have gone through that, and that is the decision that they have made, and everybody should be cool with the decision that they made because that's their life. They can choose what they want to do. But what I'm saying is, I think what poses the question that I have is, okay, how far in the transition do you got to be before we define those lines? Because, like I said, if
I can tell
gender
you.
is just a social construct, as a lot of people like to say,
I can tell you.
then it's nothing but a thought.
I can tell you.
How? Please enlighten us.
No,
That
but
happens.
that's I know I agree, but that's
Ow, bro.
no, but that's how
Ow.
I feel about it.
Grabbing the
Ow,
sister-
I'm not
sister-
saying
sister-
how.
But
Ow.
this counters but honestly, not Tony, you say that because I agree with the same way. I feel like once you've made adjustments or alterations to your sexual reproductive organ, I think that's where it goes. But that is to the contrary of what most transgender people who support and their ideology behind this whole thing, the whole argument, it goes against all that. They're saying it's a social construct of the mind. They're saying as soon as you identify as a female or male, but you were born as another way, they're saying you
I know
are
what
in
you're
that
saying.
moment.
I know what you're
man.
saying.
And so, and to me, that I would ask that person, that those people that feel like that, I would sit them down. I say, so you believe that's right? Like, do you?
I
like-
believe I should have no charges filed against me if I want to identify as a dinosaur and start ripping up a place.
Anybody
we
else's
get to
balls
that-
tingle when this nigga did the scissors to your snip bits? My balls tingled
I
after
try
that.
not to think about it.
God damn, that
But
shit hurt.
I think that I know we making a joke, and a lot of people say, "Oh, well, that's extreme." I say, but is it? It's like this whole idea. You are opening up the pathway to say that what you believe is reality.
Yeah.
What you feel
crazy.
is reality. And not
How
only
you
is-
letting niggas say
not
there's a
only-
Santa
and this
Claus?
is the thing.
That's
Not
crazy to
just
me.
your reality, not just the person that's making the decision. Everybody else's reality.
Crazy.
My reality has to change because of your thought process. I think that's a
They should-
interesting conversation.
I want
man.
to talk to you about something outside of this. Remind me.
They should determine it by their arm wrestle strength.
This guy. man.
No,
Let's
they should,
arm
have,
You need a blood
Hey,
test. This nigga needs a blood test.
let's
They need a
arm
blood
wrestle.
test.
they should do a
test.
slapping contest.
Blood
Hey, who gonna be?
Let me see what your arm strength's like.
Hey, you might have to go with the guy. little strong. Little strong.
Warren's so nice about that too. I see him like, man, not bad.
Hey man, one more time. 2 out of 3,
Bring that
man.
back there. Let's thumb wrestle.
That shit was on point.
I can see Warren. He's like, man, but you ain't got calves like this.
No, stay here. No, come back.
Hey, you know when Warren's serious, boy, he gonna roll up his leg, boy. He gonna roll them joints up. He gonna know you serious then.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Double
man.
LL Cool J.
Bro, he don't LL. He got both of them up.
That's a double LL. Speaking about double LL, let's talk about this election.
What's double LL on that?
I
bro?
thought
Shut up.
it sounded cool for like 2
Government
seconds.
are horrible.
It sounded cool for like 2 seconds.
It
Come
was
on,
trash.
don't hurt me, all right?
Oh my God.
This recent election that was just out, obviously, it's your local state elections, as we've had a few people stayed in place.
Right.
There was no red wave.
Yeah, how you guys feel about it? Talk to me, man. I don't like really talking politics, especially with this motherfucker Tony on, because this fool's finna ramble on for like 20 minutes.
Go ahead.
Let me get a pillow real quick. It's a
Pillow.
conspiracy court. But let me say this about the election, because truth be told, I'm gonna bust myself out. I don't even give a shit. I don't care. I don't give a fuck.
You good? Yeah,
I ain't vote.
Kind of.
I ain't vote.
Why not, man?
Honestly, because I would have. I did care for 2 props on there. I did care for 2 of them, and that was one.
The
of
weed
them.
ones, right?
No, the gambling one.
Oh, yeah, gambling weed, I said yes.
sports
to.
book?
But everything else I said no.
I obviously have a bookie, so I'm not really technically mad at it. But I mean, it'd have been nice. Maybe it would
You
have
said
been.
no to everything else?
Everything else.
And then
No,
the
only 'cause
flavored
I didn't
tobacco.
understand it, though.
The flavored tobacco. What'd you say? Weed thing?
See-
Flavored tobacco. You know how
So
they're
I said
getting
no
ready
to
to ban it out
weed
here?
and the weed and gambling. Everything else, I was like, I listened to it. I saw. I was like,
Why you say no to gambling, Tony?
no, I said yes to it
Oh.
because I gambled recently. So, but then I was looking at everything else. I was like, I don't know too much about it.
See, that's my
I
problem.
feel like no.
I'm gonna speak on, but I want to let y'all go in and I'm gonna say what I gotta say.
I'll say this to I felt one way about the flavored tobacco vapes out here in California. I love them. I got one in my pocket. You know what I mean? But this week, I was driving to work, and this girl couldn't have been
They
15,
were asking for too much
16.
money. That's why I didn't like it.
She had to been 15, 16, backpack on, going to school, out there smoking a vape. I was just like, damn, I think that's the reason why they're trying to get rid of those types of things here in California. Sure, maybe mess my life up. I mean, I'm not going to say I'm that much old, but like, you're making that choice. You sleep in the bed, you live in it. But then I had changed my mind afterwards. It's kind of weird seeing certain things like that in the street that makes you want to change your mind on how certain props are elected. But ultimately, I did not vote. Yes, I am part of the problem.
No, well, did
no,
you? Well, the
you are.
fact that you actually literally just said that you're part of the problem, you recognize that you should have voted. Because here's the funny part: the only time that it mattered was probably this time, because you voted at a local level, so you actually could
Very true.
make changes that
Very
actually
true.
matter.
I like what
And
you're
then what were
saying
you
there.
talking about? Like what? Because I did vote yes on something else, only because it said it wouldn't take tax dollars out. Because everything else looks like it was going to take tax dollars out of us, and I was like, nah, bro, no more.
So it really all depends on. I think everybody's got to vote on what they believe, but I think the biggest problem with the voting, especially at the local level, more than anything, is when you fight. Let me say this: when you're voting for presidential elections, usually you're voting on a personality.
Right.
Right.
You're voting for the lesser evil, and you can kind of choose who you want to choose. But I think with these, I think it's very important, man, to pay attention and read.
Why didn't you call us? Text us?
What you're actually voting on, what you're saying yes, what you're saying
I was
no
waiting
to.
for a text from Rob.
And I'll be honest with you, one of these propositions hit home for me.
Okay.
Which one?
One of these propositions had an effect on my dad, who's been dead now for almost 12 years.
Which
now.
proposition?
It was Proposition 29
The dialysis.
with the dialysis. My dad literally died within an hour after
Oh.
coming home from dialysis. It was voted no. The Proposition
I
29
thought I hit yes on that one.
was
Actually,
supposed to be where they have a licensed physician at every dialysis center.
Right.
They also wanted to
okay.
prevent discrimination against people who pay via cash or
Fuck.
pay via insurance.
my bad. I hit yes
So-
on that one.
So but it should be yes. That was for
Oh,
that.
okay. I did that because Al had dialysis, and
I look at
that's the
that
only reason why I
myself.
did that. I was like, oh,
and,
shit.
and I don't want to put it on everything. I'm speaking.
Right.
I'm speaking. this could have had an
Personal.
effect. This could have not have had an
I
effect.
did hit yes on that
But I
one for
look
sure,
at it if some of these places have a licensed physician there, maybe my dad don't come home right away. Maybe they look at him and see what's going on first
Right.
before they send him home. So for me personally, when I saw that didn't pass, that
Oh,
kinda
it
hit
didn't
me.
pass?
No, it didn't. It was voted no, like by a lot.
By a lot.
And to me, I think I think the real reason is I think it's based on ignorance. I don't even think people knew what they
they
was
didn't
even
even know what
voting
they were
for.
voting on. Yo, 100%.
And I think that's a big problem when it comes to the local level. That's when a lot of times these bills and these laws get passed because people are just not informed about what they're actually voting on. And as you said, Tony, these type of elections, these are the things that affect people's
They actually
lives and their
affect our
jobs at the root of what you go through. The president really, at the end of the day, don't.
Bro,
Globally, he takes
It's not
care
as
of it.
it's not as a big of an impact it is on the local laws that get passed. And I think, regardless of what side you lean on, I don't care what if you voted yes on certain propositions or no. It doesn't. That's your prerogative. But be educated
right.
about what you voting on. Know what you voting on, especially in those situations because it affects people's lives.
I'll be honest. When you read it though, it kind of tells you what it does.
It does.
It
At
tells
the
you,
same time,
it tells you what it does.
But it says that, but sometimes these things get slanted. I don't care
Because
what
here's my-
proposition each opposing side, and I can say this myself personally because
Yeah.
I've done this. Me and my day job and what I've done before, I've gone to the Capitol and seen play out in real time how these things get proposed to the Senate. And they sit there and they have their supporting side and they have their opposing side. And they're presenting these bills to get passed. And one side will make it seem like, man, this is the best thing ever.
Right.
You would sound crazy to vote no on it. And then the opposing side comes in and says, no, we don't want to do this because this, and this. And it gets you to think. And then you're just like, man, okay, if you listen to both sides, each side will make it seem like you should vote no, and the other side will also make
Right.
it feel like you should vote yes,
Yeah.
because they're going to slant it to their agenda.
To their liking,
And
right.
but I do think you need to educate yourself to know exactly what's happening.
I still
yes,
think
I feel like me personally, I feel like it would be best served to spend a little bit more tax dollars in making sure that other people are. I think there should be a physician, a licensed physician at a dialysis clinic.
Right.
If anybody's ever been to one, that's something where a physician should be there.
No, Tony.
so-
No, wait. Warren, your turn.
I agree with Rob because my mom was going through dialysis.
Right.
And so now, like hearing what you said about it, like that makes a
fucked
lot
me
of
Did
sense.
you vote?
Yeah,
It fucked
no, I
me up.
didn't.
It fucked me up because
you
when
coulda helped.
I saw that it didn't pass, I was like, bro, what the like how? But
How did it not?
Hearing what you said, not understanding, and I'm not even trying to throw everything on
Right,
you.
no.
There's a bunch of people that just don't. They've lost. To me, it speaks to this because a lot of people say, "Oh, well, I don't care," and everybody says the first thing that people say, and I'm glad y'all didn't jump on him. Because I know a lot of people will, and people in the comments probably listening going to jump on Whitney or jump on Warren because they didn't vote. The more important question is, why ain't they vote?
More
Why
so-
have they lost faith in the voting process?
Yeah,
That's the question you should probably be asking because a lot of people have just lost faith and they're just like, you know what, fuck it. It's rigged anyway. Why am I
right.
going to participate?
It's not really.
But
me, I feel it
but
is.
that's how people feel.
So real quick,
Popularity
That when the
contest.
government consistently lies to them or they hide stuff or withhold information, I feel like that's where the trust goes.
So I just let you know when it comes to the elections, I wasn't gonna go at all. At all, nigga. Who cares about that? Chill.
Nah, I just want,
nigga.
I'm more
be
timing
real.
you. You
Be-
got
it's
10
all-
minutes
it's
right
about
now. I
being
know
real.
it's going to happen.
Anyways, so we're saying, bro, I was not gonna vote at all, man. I was like, oh my gosh, slave mentality. I got forced to vote. He's like, go, it's allowed, and vote this. And they're like, hit no on all propositions. I was like, okay, cool. So I went in, and I looked at I actually read through the shit, and I was like, I like that though. Fuck. So I hit like 5 or 6. Yes. Like I was like, and that was one of them was dialysis because of the fact that one of our boys, like, bro, I saw the dialysis shit. I was like, well, why not? I get some money for that shit. Fuck. So I said yes on that one. And then everything else was like, oh, I don't know what that is. No. But you know what I mean? I did what I did. But it's the fact that, like, when it comes to, like, the person that told me that, he was more on the red wave side. And he told me to do that. And I was like, fuck, I'm going to hit no on all of them. But when I actually read it, because I'm the type of nigga that read shit, I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to hit yes on this, yes on the gambling shit, yes on the weed shit, yes on the fucking dialysis shit. I just hit yes on it naturally. So I feel like if people would just go to the voting ballots and hit it, because why? This is the only time your voice can be heard ever. Because it's not going to be heard for what president you get. You just voting on a diplomat. You voting on who's going to be the best to talk for you when it comes to other countries.
That part right there is the main reason why I personally have stopped voting, and it's sad to say that. But truth be told, you have somebody that you're really feeling.
My
like,
dad would hate you
hoorah.
for that. My dad would go, "Our black brothers and sisters fought for you to have a right."
Honestly, I voted almost damn near every election.
And he's right.
But
I mean,
it's,
he is right. People have died for that.
oh, and I know. And hear me. Like I said, I'm not trying to say that I don't vote. I voted, for this most recent president election. I did the states before that as well. But it's just funny and it's ironic to me is because you vote on the person. It's a likable competition. Who you like, who they say what they say they're going to do. Like, we're going to do this when we get into office.
Which they never do.
Which they never
do.
fucking do.
Never, none of them.
And
None
obviously,
of
once you get into office, you
Even
realize
Trump.
what the
Even
agenda
Trump.
really is. I know. It's just, and that's the
You
part
didn't go
that.
after the IRS.
That's why, and hear me out. That is the reason why I feel like the only thing I really truly want to vote for are some of the props. But yes, this year I didn't want to vote because I think it was last year. Yeah, last year, it was the year Hillary Clinton and Trump. I went in there and spent, time on reading each and every prop, voting on each and every prop. And hear me out. I'm probably one of those fucked up people, but I didn't vote for presidential election. Every other.
You left it blank?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good job. Good for
So
you.
yeah, hear me out on
Good
it.
for you.
Hear me out on it. But it's just
Yeah.
it is because of what I said. Because like you get someone in office, you feel good. And I had to say, but Obama, I'm like, yeah, nigga, I voted for him. Yeah,
I did too.
I voted.
We all got duped.
It was a symbolic, historical day in
I
America
liked
for the
it.
culture.
I liked it.
And it's just like I mentioned, like the agenda that they come in with, and the outcome of what they did in their
But they're
term is
never gonna
completely
change
different.
things for us. They'll never change.
And it's kind of like I got on wagon with you. I got on board with you because I believed in what you wanted to do as far as invoke that change.
Mm-hmm.
Now I can't deny Obama. He did do a few things. He obviously brought troops back in, but there were some other things that we expected.
He
and-
didn't bring Drew back in.
was that him? No, I thought that was
He got a Nobel Peace
No,
Prize.
he did. He declared it. We got him.
We got, oh, yeah.
He got a Nobel Peace Prize,
We
and he
got
killed
that.
over 100,000 people in Libya. But yeah,
But in general, that is what has kind of fucked it for me, I guess. You know what I mean?
and drone strikes were normalized.
So you bring up a good point, but Tony, I'll let you get back on. Go ahead and your sub bucks. Go ahead and get that.
What's that?
That's all you got for political stuff? That's it.
Well,
I got a lot. What do you want?
But it's
Everything. Give it to me. We talk about elections. Votes.
Nigga, like, did you stop the pharmaceutical companies? Did you go after the niggas that now they want to do amnesty for the people that had COVID laws?
All right, you lost
and
me now.
amnesty for
Are we
that?
still talking elections?
It's part of elections.
Okay, I bet you
like
lost
all
me.
of it. Like
Okay.
really, like so pharmaceutical companies,
Mm-hmm.
the IRS.
Okay.
There's so many things that we literally, as a country, can't even hone in on because we're so preoccupied with our culture politics. We're so preoccupied with, well, I believe in this, so it's left, and I believe in this, and it's right. It's like, you guys realize it's the same coin. Like, if you were to, here's a crazy thing I ever heard. You could split anybody up. We could be the best of friends. All of us, all four of us, can be so knit tight together, and a nigga can walk in and literally go, hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? We'd be like, hey, what's up, man? Hey, we want to play a real quick game with y'all. Okay, what's up? Heads or tails? What you call it? Call it. I'd be like heads. You'd be like tails. We now against each other. In some way, somehow, they just made us against each other because we have to either pick one side or the other because there's these boxes that we have to put ourselves in.
Separate us.
And it's because a lot of people say, oh, Tony, you sound like you're a conservative. I'm actually not. I don't like Republicans. But guess what? I'm forced because the left is so fucking crazy. I have to be right. You know what I mean? Rob is in the same position. He believes in really good values when it comes to the fucking Democratic Party, but there's things that he sees that are crazy in the Democratic Party that he's not a part of.
the majority on the Democratic Party is the labor movement. That's about it. That's about
Right.
the strongest part. I'm good because and that's because the right don't have a labor movement.
They don't.
Like they like fuck
That
'em.
part,
They
that
like
part,
fuck 'em.
that part.
That's it. They like literally
That
fuck
part.
the middle class or low class. Fuck them.
Fuck
That's
'em.
at the end of the day. So that's why I can't
Yeah,
do
he
it
can't.
because that affects so many day to day, everyday living, their lives, that they what they bring home. To me, that's why I can't go all the way on there. But
Right.
when it comes down, when they start talking about the gun laws and stuff like that, I'm on it.
Yeah, he's on it.
Like I don't want my shit taken away. I don't want those rights taken away because I need that to protect, myself, and I should have that right. I just politics in general, I think is just divisive. At the end of the day, it's literally designed because I quote this all the time. I know I sound like a broken record, but man, this movie was hella funny. It's super popular. Everybody knows it. Men in Black. But man, Tommy Lee Jones put a gem in that movie when he's sitting down with Will Smith when he first showed him about them aliens, when Will Smith first found out about them. And he was asking, he said, well, the person is smart. He said, they can handle it. He said, no, the person is smart. He said, people are dumb, crazy animals, and you know it. And that's the reason why this shit is built the way it is, because people, they have, the government, the people that is in charge, believe that the people are too stupid to make decisions for themselves. So they have to create these two gangs. One's red and one's blue. And I ain't talking about the Crips and Bloods. And you got to make a decision between these two and between these two ideologies. And your life needs to be just surrounded about it and orbit both of these ideas, these ideals that these two gangs put out. And that's what you got to live with. And they just pit us against each other and they say,
You think it's fair, right? Democrates. You think that's fair? You know the definition of democrates? Rule of the mob. So the rule of the majority should rule over the minority?
Technically, the IRS is the biggest mob in the world, right? They get away with
well, its existence is a problem.
But that's not my question. But it's
without
like,
even having to pull a trigger.
when it comes to
do
you really believe
yeah.
in? Do you believe in? You really believe in democracies? You really believe in the rule of the mob? You believe in the rule
Yeah.
of majority over the minority, so the minority gets fucked. You believe in that? Okay, well, I just don't. I believe in a republic, which our founding fathers, and it's a part where, I don't get real rah with the 1776 shit, but I will say this: when it comes to founding fathers, they did have foresight, and they wanted us to be a republic, to have laws set in place, rights that we automatically had, inalienable rights that you cannot trample on, and we just don't. We don't go by that no more.
I think that the only problem with it is their ideals. You say founding fathers and things like that.
Yeah.
And back in 1776, my only issue is this: when them niggas pinned that shit, they wasn't thinking about me.
They wouldn't. Yeah, I
wasn't
know.
thinking about
Yeah,
you.
I know.
They
100%.
wasn't thinking about you, and they damn sure wasn't thinking about you.
Right.
So it's hard for me to attach myself to that.
For the
Whether
honorable
that-
part.
whether-
For the honorable part. of it,
Whether
though.
that
You
be
know what I mean?
now, I think they just got fucked. I think they was just like, damn, this was a club just for us, and you got to let these niggas in.
Yeah, but nigga,
Like-
2/3 of a vote. God, why do you gotta give him another
It's like,
third?
why we got to do that?
Like, shit.
I feel like that's the end of it. And so if you look at it from that level, yeah, I understand what you're.
Yeah.
I understand what most people say, and we have to take advantage of it.
Well, Reddy, I need some help, man. Obviously I didn't vote. You kind of mentioned that you didn't. What was your reasoning behind it?
Oh, he trying to throw Warren.
I'm not trying to throw
like,
him
I ain't
under the
gonna be
bus,
the
but
only nigga that
I
didn't vote.
I ain't the only motherfucker. I want to hear it.
He said we're gonna make that understood.
Yeah.
I just had a lot going on in my life right now. You know what I mean? I really didn't have
Yeah,
the time.
you
to,
ain't got no
Okay.
excuse like that.
Okay. All right.
What'd you have? What'd you have?
My son had RSV.
There's 3 days after election.
Nobody knows the timeline.
Boo this man.
Nobody knows the timeline.
Just playing.
in
Nah,
general.
but I feel better. Honestly, after what Rob told me, I feel way better because I know for sure I voted yes on that one. So I'm like, fuck, bro. Oh my
That
god.
would,
Yeah.
and I don't know, but
I'm glad I
I
read
don't
that
need,
shit.
I don't
Glad I read
I
that
don't need
shit.
no pity party nothing like that. I was just
No, yeah,
explaining.
yeah.
I was just explaining for myself, seeing that it didn't pass,
Right.
and me knowing people that don't vote, and me also knowing that the reason why they're not voting is because they just lack confidence in the whole process.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me just like fuck. Like that's where we at right now,
Bro,
As a
when I
country,
went to vote,
that's where we are.
when I went to vote, I was voting, right? I was sitting there voting, and this white woman comes in. Do you know who's Republican or Democrat? Are there Republicans here trying to stop us from like, dude? She's trying to start drama where there was no drama. I'm like, bitch. I turned around. What the fuck
I've
is
never
your
really
problem?
seen that. Like I swear, man,
Mm-hmm.
even
It was the
dur-
craziest shit I've ever seen. Like,
I-
bitch, really?
And I don't want to extend this anymore, but I swear, man, the media I think creates a lot of this stuff that happens
That's
when
a-
these things
yeah.
don't happen.
Do you know they
Nobody, most people is not really acting like that.
There's a Wall Street Journal page that talks about the next civil war will be started at the voting polls. Can you believe that? They literally talk about
I just
that shit.
wouldn't even
That's
care what
crazy.
somebody voted for.
Right.
Like that wouldn't be my. It's not my business.
Right. But the lady made it her bit like I'm just like, bitch, vote. Why are you
Like
gotta
I wouldn't
Some
even be
people
saying
are
that.
enthusiastic about voting, you know.
Yeah, but you need to keep that itself to use that.
But she's like, is there any
enthusiasm or what you-
Republicans here? Is there any?
What
She
does
went
it
crazy. I was
matter?
like, what the fuck, bitch? Like,
That wouldn't even like. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Maybe she was asking you an indirect question. Closing arguments as we get out of here. Warren, what you got for me?
Man, y'all make some great points, Rob. I can really get behind what you said, man. Like that was, like I feel bad that I didn't go and vote because I would have voted yes for that too.
You should, nigga.
Go ahead and make him feel bad, why don't you? Goddamn. Tony, what you got for us?
I mean, nothing. I mean, we just talked about right now, does election day matter? I mean, really? Again, what I just said. Pharmaceutical companies, IRS, they're still here, right? Y'all didn't do nothing to change that. So did it matter? Guess not. Y'all need to change that.
Rob, what you got for us?
Man, just I'm gonna keep it just general. Make good decisions, y'all. I'm seeing too many people just making poor decisions in life,
Fucking
just in
read.
general. And I think people just living on the edge. And I think, and this is coming from an older perspective. You know, when I was young, I probably wasn't thinking this way, and I didn't care. I just, it's our job as the older generation, or as we get older, to present better information for the younger generation. And I'm just saying, make good decisions. If you get in the habit of making good decisions, better things are gonna happen for you. You get in the habit of making bad decisions, it's gonna be the opposite. So that's my advice for everybody.
I feel you on that. My advice is don't forget to brush your teeth and wash your ass. It makes everybody in this world that much more better.
Both those
Better.
things are good.
Thank you so very much for
Speaking of
tuning in to another episode of About the Night. Thank you so very much from the whole squad. Warren, Rob, Tony, Winton.
Wash them cheeks.
Wash them. Wash them.